do an opening statement. We'll just take questions.
Well, when you're winning games this easily, this early, and I know you went through a similar thing last year, where is the motivation coming from, particularly with a veteran team, to keep grinding, keep improving, keep getting better?
Yeah, you recruit guys with character who like to compete and never have to worry about what the score is. You're concerned about each possession, and guys that take pride in the uniform and what's on the front of it and things like that. I don't even think about what you just asked. I mean, I expect guys to compete in practice every day. So games aren't going to be any different, and no matter what the final score is, it's each possession to us is important. Teammates cheering for teammates. It's still a game, and it's still fun to compete. And we know the scores aren't always going to be the same. These guys have been through this in high school. They've been through it in college. A lot of my guys have been on the other end of this. So, you know, the idea is take care of business when you can.
Josh and Frank, the first four teams that played here, they didn't shoot particularly well. What was the difference for you guys today?
You know, we wanted them to go in. We took the shots, and I don't know. Hoop's 10 feet tall still. I mean, it's no different for us. We had a good shoot around this morning. We got accustomed to the gym real quick. It's no different. So we just we've been working all summer for shots, so it's no different.
To Josh and Frank, essentially the core of the team back, what did you learn the way you guys played in the tournament last year that you can apply to the way this team is sort of made for consecutive games that we'll see this week?
Go for it, Frank.
In the tournament last year, we kind of learned that, you know, every single possession can, you know, dictate the outcome of a game. You know, you got to bring it for 40 minutes every single game. Every time you step on the court, you know, you get 4 years of this and then it's over. So to be able to play with these guys and have a coaching staff like we do and, you know, represent the University of Wisconsin the way that we do is awesome. And we just want to go out there and try to dominate every game.
Yeah, I mean, these quick turnarounds, you know, you don't have as much time to get on the court and kind of run through the other team's stuff. So it really comes down to, you know, ourselves, you know, what are we going to do? And, you know, our coaching staff does a great job all off season and all, you know, preseason of putting us in different situations of what teams are going to run. So we know, you know, on the court how to guard whatever we're playing against. So, you know, other teams are in the same situation we as, you know, short turnaround, got to recover, rest, all that. And that's just what we're doing. And, you know, it's a 40-minute game. I think we can all get up for that.
Now that you guys are going to invest in the UAB, did it get your attention, Dave, and Butler beat?
You always take note when you see, you know, the quote-unquote underdog, you know, win a game. But, you know, Butler's a great team, and, you know, any team in this tournament can beat anyone. So we take no one for granted, and we're going to prepare the same way for whoever we play next like we did today.
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with the two opponents that are playing now, but I don't know if you can speak to either one about what kind of matchup you do. If you play Florida or if you play Georgetown.
Well, we played Florida last year. It was early in the year, and they didn't have, Wilbekin. But we were prepared to play them again if we would have advanced, and if they would have advanced for the championship game. So we know what kind of program they are. They handed it to us when we played Florida down there. Georgetown, we had a chance to play in the Armed Services game, which maybe you threw our name in the hat for, but we wouldn't have been back for the Florida game, so we had to say no. But we would have played Georgetown. Well, no, we did. I thought it'd be a great experience for our team. For those that don't know what we're talking about, we were invited to play Georgetown in the Armed Forces Classic. But we would have arrived home the day before we played Florida. So we had to say no. Because I made that flight once close to Korea. We flew to Japan for the World University games, and it took somebody like me 2 weeks to recover from the flight. So anyhow, we know what Georgetown does. Coach Thompson does a great job, solid program. Florida, Georgetown and Florida, two historically good programs. So we know what we're up against. Guys that were recruited at a high level, and we're just glad we're going to be playing in that bracket. So we get to play the winner, and that's a nice feeling.
Frank, going from the Final Four, that experience in Dallas, coming into the gym, how did you adapt to your style of play tonight?
It's obviously a little different playing in a smaller gym for the first time since around this time last year. But, we have experience playing in atmospheres like this, and, our team understands that this is a business trip, as fun as Atlantis is and all the water slides and all that kind of stuff. But we know how to take care of business in these situations, and we realize we're here to play basketball. So everyone was just focused on what we needed to do to win.
Josh, what is clicking so well right now for you guys?
I think first of all, our ball movement, our unselfishness, offensively, having a core group of guys back, that's, we kind of can play off each other pretty easily at this point in the year, which is nice to have. And we got different guys stepping up at different moments and all that. But I think we're really playing pretty well on the defensive end as well. That gets kind of overlooked. Something that we always pride ourselves on as a program and as a team. You're going to have games where the ball's just not going in, you're doing everything right, but it doesn't go your way, so you got to pride yourself on the defensive end. I think we're playing really well so far.
What was it pretty important you converted, I believe, 19 turnovers into 28 points? Is that a big part of this game?
Well, obviously those numbers will jump out for us, and we took advantage of their youth. Jared's got a young team, and there's some growing pains that he'll go through with that team, but he's got a nice core there to work with. So it was more us taking advantage of the inexperience of the opponent, and that's not always going to be the case. We play a lot of seasoned teams this year, so a lot of veteran teams, but they'll obviously get better.